Alright, look, I'm not trying to rush. You're only getting like a 2-minute preamble today. I got stuff I gotta do with my afternoon. I just tried to click and drag to move the screen down. That's when you know you've been playing too much Dave the Diver. This is not my phone screen. It does not interact with click and drag. You actually have to use a mouse cursor. So I'm going to try to do Blue Path, Per Aspera, and Planet of Knowledge today. We'll see. I'm halfway through my workday. I actually finished like a bunch of stuff this morning, which is nice. It always feels good. I would love to wrap this up around 3 or 4, take a walk, get groceries, and then it would probably be like 6:30. I'm not going to have time to nap today. That's foolish. I'm just going to have to go to bed early instead. It is what it is, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Anyway, it's for Blue Planet, it's going to be hard to say no to terraforming. It's also going to be hard to say no to life, though. We can make this work. We can save up science, and we can build a little life form project. It's not that important. Having these gas factories up, I think, is going to be much better. We'll see. I don't like either of you, but this is science. This is also science, and we know we're going to need a lot of science. So I think Gustav is probably going to be better here, even if he's not exactly who I wanted to see. Right, where do I live when I'm playing Terraformers? I was going to do this before I started, then I forgot. Maybe like here's okay? No, that's going to cover your terraforming parameters. Maybe here's okay? We'll find out. I think this is where I normally am, at any rate. That should be fine. Not a lot of good places to put yourself for terraformers, it's got to be said. It's maybe like the best place. What if I went... Do I not get a guide rule here? 10, 10, 30 by 10. It's close enough. Is that good? I don't know. We'll try it. Let's see. We're going to want power, 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 generator. Some stacking building, and then house, house, house. This could all... There's not a great spot for houses on this map, honestly. We at least know that you're pretty inoffensive, so how about you go there, and then you can go here. What do we want first? Well, we've got silicates and nitrates, so I feel like if we see a lab, we're going to be putting a lab up pretty quick. Would love to see a lab, thank you so much. And also I don't have trade routes yet, so importing oceans isn't really going to go over that well. Give me the nitrates. And then we'll probably do like lab, and maybe university if we see one. But the biggest problem we got to solve right now is titanium to get the CO2 factory up. Give me a second lab. Start giving me generators. I see nothing that I need. That's not good. Give me nitrates and a little tritium. Give me my second lab. We are well on our way to being able to build a bacteria spreader when we see one. Tritium is the most important thing we could get right now. We do have a silicates mine. Do you let us research more projects? No, you're just more proposed. Well, what does a bus station do for us? Bus station lets us go boom, boom. That's 3 silicates per turn, 1 nitrates per turn. I gotta be honest, that sounds really nice. I'm gonna hope that I see one of you later, because we don't really even have the power production up, and I'm gonna grab you now, and then I'm gonna grab this tritium, and I'm gonna build you now, and you're gonna go... here? And then we're going to get a nitrates mine up. And then we can't afford a silicates mine yet, so don't bother. I would really like to have more tritium. I would be willing to get rid of silicates for now. Don't really want any of these, I'm going to be honest with you. And then, yeah, absolutely for more expansion. We should get exploration satellites this turn. We do. A school is kind of interesting. I would take it. We're getting silicates, and we do want the extra science per turn for when a bacteria spreader shows up. Yeah, that seems totally fine. I think that's a defensible choice. And then give me tritium. Give me tritium. Give me a generator. And now we're looking for titanium, primarily. Titanium and silicate. So let's get you out of here. Let's get you into here. And then I think we're looking pretty good. Doing pretty good, Danny. How are you doing? Still don't need to expand. I need the titanium first. Otherwise it's just going to be a support sink for no reason. Second generator seems great. Grab you. More tritium. I have neither a Twitter nor an Instagram. I've been thinking about making a Threads, because that seems to be popular these days, but I also don't care about social media. So it's a pretty hard sell. I don't want any of these three. That's going to be an innovate for sure. I still don't want any of these. Well, heck. I really don't want any of these. Hey, you can, but I don't have any on the channel because I'm not willing to pay people to do it yet. So I would take them if they're for free. Otherwise, I'll probably just make some myself eventually. Thanks for asking, though. Gain 1 water income per ocean level you increase. Hey, we know we're going to be doing it. Right? It's going to be better than urban planning. It's not probably going to be... Well, no, it's probably going to be better than high-capacity research computers. Is it? Maybe this isn't as good as I thought. We're not going to need water for a lot. Maybe I should just take urban planning. And then here's the university we wanted. So now we need big-time silicates, which means we need big-time titanium, which means we should grab some of these close spots in hopes that they hold the titanium that we want. Get the second generator up. We are making 2 science per turn. Get it out of here. If we get lucky with 1 more food box, we could just make another city. This is our last power plant that we want. Hey Bella, welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Collect resources, grab science. Thanks for the follow, much appreciated. We can afford our school now. It does get us +1 science. This is +2, but it's twice as expensive. I'm willing to put that down now, just for the extra support as well. I'm not sold. I am kind of sold. Let me think about this. This is actually an interesting choice. So, Thomas has a good opportunity to build out a lot of our resource mining. What would we mine? I don't know. I don't think we have found tritium. So we could mine tritium, and we could really accelerate this tritium thermogenerator. That would be nice. We could also accelerate that water project. On the other hand, Alex lets us breach any aquifer we find, of which we've found 0, but probably 3? We've actually found 3 aquifers. That's pretty good. And I do think that I would be willing to take him for the sake of breaching those. Let's try this. I'm not convinced that this is a good idea, but we'll find out. So explore here, collect 6 water. I guess we'll research a project, right? Obviously. I kind of want to save my titanium, is the only problem with you. But I guess there's nothing better. I can also swap this off. I can import titanium now. What can I export? I'll export a power. I have neither a Discord nor a Twitter, unfortunately, Bella. Otherwise I would. Sorry about that. 10 titanium goes extremely hard. No water. No igloo. I don't think I want any. You know what? Grab me a greenhouse farm. We might end up building it. I don't have plans currently, but maybe. And then show me these aquifers. You're just a normal aquifer. I will breach you. Plus 10. And then we still don't... Well, no, we could expand. Hang on. Grab me this rocket silo. I want to get to 9 tritium, and then I think I would be willing to do this space project. It's not a huge rush. I'm just thinking. Hang on a second. Let's get terraforming... Oh, I can't. I need a new building. I'm going to need another house. Or do robots count? I don't remember if robots count. I'm going to want to do this anyway. Robots do count. Alright. So I'm going to need titanium. First of all, let's grab you. And then we need 8 titanium. And then I'm probably also going to grab you, maybe? We'll see. I'm going to think about that second tile. Just give me more titanium. Get rid of a little bit of science. It's kind of a dump stat for us right now. Absolutely cyanophyta, and then grab robots so you have them, but probably not soon. And then either explore titanium this turn. No, get water this turn. So next turn, aquifer breach. Next turn, aquifer breach. We're going to need to save a lot of power for that. Science is probably not going to be something we export anymore. Let's export nitrates instead. So 15, 18, 21, 24. At some point, we're going to need to trade for 1 science to accelerate that timer. So we can get it down in 3 turns instead of 4. I don't want to do it now, because it's going to change the calculus on our titanium timer. I think this is fine for now. And then just give me more terraforming parameters. Build you, pit mine. We no longer need titanium. Import 1 science. So next turn we go to 19, 23... No, 22, 25. So 3 turns after this trade, we're good on science. Give me an extra... silicate. And then breach all of these aquifers. That'll be 20. Next aquifer we breach will be 30. That'll be our first water parameter. And then we'll have to worry about flooding. 40 silicates. I cannot afford the titanium, unfortunately. We're going to have to let that pass. I also can't really afford the silicates, but it's a good building. So I'll take it, and maybe we'll find an opportunity later. Now, do I still need titanium? Yes. Do you need anything else more? Like tritium, maybe? So this is... No, we need to save your aquifer breach. Just do it now. There we go. 1 flood. And then, why don't up here, get me this titanium and tritium. And then we can do it again here. That puts us at 7. So we can take 1 turn off of science, take 1 turn off of silicates, take me to 9 here. That will be our last tritium thermo generator. End my turn. Just in case, I don't have plans for it currently, but get you down. What is our silicates timer right now? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 2 turns away. We don't need to trade for silicates. Now might be our opportunity to finish this. So go like this, and then just start exploring spots that have tritium on them. Am I going to found a city there? I don't think so. It's a crater spot, but it's also highlands, which makes me want to do this, even though it kicks our power timer back. Or our science timer back, sorry. That's even better. I don't really care about that. I'd rather have the power. I think this is fine for this turn. Next turn is Bacteria Spreader and Robot Hub. Robot Hub is probably going to end up going here, because we're probably not going to put a house there, and then later maybe we can replace it with a house, like a combined living center or something. Temperatures are bad. That's fine. Development center is really tempting to do right now, but I would rather get a bacteria spreader down to start terraforming. So you go here. And then we need tritium. We can't reach tritium. We spent all of our power. That's fine. I'll just farm instead. And then we need to turn this down 1, because we can't afford that import anymore. I'll do something like this, because we don't really use nitrates right now. And then I should probably look for a second city spot pretty soon here. We're at 32 water, we're at 35 food. We could get something up and running, start getting all of these terraforming buildings down. This is really important. Well, it's not really important, but it's kind of easy to get. This is probably more important, though, considering how many of these terraforming buildings cost power. So I'd like you to explore tritium that's close, and then I would like you to satellite terraforming parameters that are far away. And then I would like you to just put this gas factory down, I guess. Are we saving power for anything else right now? No. Just get terraforming. And then we gotta find a city spot. I'm seeing a lot of tritium down here, which we know is going to be good for later space projects, so hopefully you are a place where we can found a city. We'll check. So thanks for the follow, Kent. How are you doing today? Just grab more robots. You're gonna need robots eventually. It is a crater. That's great news. It has an anomaly. That's interesting. I think it's just interesting for now. We could also get this tritium up here. Doing good. Just getting into the games for the afternoon. Trying to figure out what I want to do this turn. Because I feel like we're making all right progress. Our heat is pretty bad, so I guess I should probably work on getting a CO2 factory up. We have enough tritium to finish the rest of this project. For sure. Which means that we could probably just put this into titanium, and we could get rid of a nitrate again. I think that's fine. That'll be fine. We gotta find a titanium mine here too pretty soon. As much as I want to get terraforming parameters, I don't think I can pass up a research center. It's just going to be so good later on. And then I'll research you. Next turn I should have a satellite for you, and I can found this. So you're going to be all of our tritium. We just have to solve our titanium issue. And maybe it's not a huge issue. Maybe we can just rely on trade to do it for us. Let's make that go a little faster just to clear the project. Alright, help me out here. Give me something that does something. That does not really do anything. Overwork doesn't really do anything. Skyscrapers don't really do anything. We're not making food. I think we might just go for Mustafa because of how good his permanent upgrade is. And like the prestige is fine for support. Importing life forms is like okay. I think that's defensible. And then I also think this is probably the... Well, no, do you give extra projects? You give extra projects. So let's explore with you. We wanted to do that anyway. And then we can take a road paver depot. That doesn't really help things. I might just take lifeform delivery because it's basically a free project. So for one turn, I want you to do the import. I want you to found a city here. We will say it goes... How much science am I really going to need, realistically? Probably more than +3, so I guess what I can do is house, house, lab, university, lab, terraforming building. Maybe a second set of power buildings? I think that'll be fine. We'll just mirror the same layout that it is in the other place, and then also get me some food up. And also get me a research center up. Just so I can see more projects every turn. I would like to expand to tritium before I do anything else. We need power and titanium for that. But we can do that with a satellite. So now I just need to wait for next turn. And then I do think I keep importing this to get some of these terraforming buildings down. I really want a CO2 factory down. And I probably want an Android hub down here to get this tritium hint. And also to get this canyon view to help our support out. +2 science per turn for 15 silicates. It's kind of free, but it is competing with an oxygen factory. And we do have a lot of water. So I'm going to take the oxygen factory instead. I am going to put down science, university. Maybe I don't have to do a university here. Maybe I can just do like a single one-off science building and then like robot for expansion. Explore here. I know it's going to cost us -1. I think that's fine. Next turn, I can afford 1 mine. You can come here to spend our water. You can come up here to give us all of our power. Power is, I would say, mostly sorted now. Realistically, we probably don't need much more. Trade routes not assigned. Okay. Well, come here, come here. We'll take 6 turns off to finish lifeform delivery. What's the next thing we're working on? The next thing we're working on should probably be a CO2 factory, but a development center would also hit the spot. This game is Terraformers. It is a turn-based economy strategy game, I guess I would say. Is probably a pretty decent descriptor of what it does. Tundra Force we might just be able to do like right now. And then take a gas factory? No, take a lab to put on that anomaly spot, because you're going to have the silicates for it next turn. And then a plant spreader could go like here. I don't know that there's... No, they could grow here. Because all the trees need is 1 rainfall. So we could grow trees in Utopia right now. Is that true anywhere else on the map? It's true in Subia Major as well. Alright, we got to get this thing down. We are looking now for nitrate spots. That's pretty much all we want to explore. There's O2 going up. I'm kind of tempted to grab just more robots for expansion potential. You are nitrates and titanium, so that we can finally build this tritium mine. And then we're at 22, but we're giving away 1 per turn. That's fine, just keep exploring it. Do we have any big hints anywhere? Any big nitrate hints? No. Alright, we'll just keep collecting the stuff down here then. Like, here's one. Gigantic aquifer. Worth noting. Our support is a bit of an issue right now, though, and I should probably start working on that actively soon. I don't think I need to do it now, but it should probably happen soon. For now, we can go to +6 science per turn. That puts us at 19 next turn. Let's go to 20 and give up a tritium to do it, because that will let us build a development center next turn. And then we can start taking 2 projects each turn instead of 1. Lightweight house structure's looking real good compared to the rest of these two, because like half the water projects that they give you take tritium. And we're really limited on trade routes right now, so I am going to take lightweight hull structures. I am going to take... I am going to take my time, because I'm not sure what I think I want to do this. I think I want to go development center first. It means we can't do lightweight hull structures, but it does mean that we can take you and you, because you'll be support. Jake, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what kind of games JJ likes. Every time I think that I play a game that JJ would like, I tell him about it, and he's like, "Nah, that game looks ass. I looked at it 6 months ago." I have no idea how to read him. He's so ephemeral when it comes to his taste in games. I was like, I thought he'd go crazy over RimWorld. He's like, yeah, I don't really care about it. He's an enigma, man. Alright. We need to get to 20. 6, 12, 18. And we'll probably, like, explore a science somewhere. We can cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's just finish this up. We're also at 21 nitrates. I gotta find a spot that's like nitrates and science. It does not exist. We'll figure it out later. I gotta find a spot that's just nitrates. Do we need this plant spreader up? In fact, it's so important. How about this? 24, 26, 27, 28, 29. One more exploration next turn. I'm so pot committed to the idea of a plant spreader that I'm going to sack off my science to get there. None of our projects right now actually take tritium, so it's not that important to get lightweight hull structures up. I don't think. I could be wrong. And then I'll expand you right here, because we know that's where it's going to go. Okay, support achieved. We are making it through the mid-game successfully. Definitely want one of you, because our heat parameter is bad right now. Like, bad, bad. And then I think I'll also take one of you for extra food. You can just come over here, and we're looking for a soil spreader now. 26, 27 next turn no matter what. Can I be so lucky as to find a spot that gives 4 nitrates? That would be a big hint for sure. I could get lucky on a small hint. I don't think that's going to happen. So give me nitrate and silicate as well. Yeah, you're 1 off. So at least you don't need the trade. Do this and do this, because I can't trade this nitrate away until I build the plant spreader next turn. View Deimos? Not right now. Maybe later. Take another terraforming plant. Can you really be picky about not taking a house when you're at -20 support? Yeah, I think I can, because there's a school next to it. So the school is coming over here. You're going to go in here for a quick little +2 support, and then +4 support when we get the combined living center up. You are going to go here, and you're going to start spreading these trees all over the place. That's going to make people happy. We're down to -9. Progress is being made. Getting rid of you, putting a gas factory in for additional atmosphere. Now what are you saving up for? Really a combined living center. So reset all these. Put one in here, one in here. Finish this project, and then move on to something else. And then what do you want to look for in the meantime as far as hints are concerned? Well, getting a university up would send your science to the moon, but you're already at +7, so it's becoming less important of a building, like, every turn. I think what's probably more important is titanium. Which means we'd probably get you. These are much further away. Let's use the satellite on that. That's only +2 titanium. That's an insult. We still have 4 turns to deal with you. Just keep grabbing titanium. It's also only +2, but here's a large hint. Also, potential city location. It's on a coast, so we could build some docks to get out in here. We got big silicate, big silicate. We got small nitrate. We got a water titanium mine. You're a candidate right now. We're going to need to find some water, but you're interesting to think about. Speaking of, I think we would actually just grab a ship right here, and then we'd also obviously grab a spaceport. And where would I like the spaceport to go? Well, I'd like it to give comfort of living, which means it's probably just going to go here. We get a free silicate trade route out of that. We're going to turn that into titanium for sure. And then we're going to try and finish this lifeform import project. Food is at 24. In 3 turns, I can make a combined living center. I think I'm okay with that as a timer. So what do I want to prioritize? Honestly, just power and titanium. Like, that's really all that I should be thinking about. But we only have 3 power available this turn, so we can't go very far. Why don't you just... You know what? Actually, why don't you take this turn off? See if you can get some kind of banging life form to come in. Like an Arctic hare might be alright. I mean, it doesn't do anything for terraforming parameters. Maybe a kelp forest is just better. Because that does do things for terraforming parameters. We probably do not spread life this game. Doesn't move the needle as far as the scenario goals are concerned, but oh baby, we want both of those probably. Let's grab that. And then, now that we're at 20 science and we have a tritium project, good time for lightweight hull structures. You're going to finish. You are going to spread bacteria here. I would really like to see methanogenium, so I think you might be done exploring for now. And I'm going to hit you with like an import life forms, and it's either going to be methanogenium, which I'll take on the spot, or it's going to be the highest prestige life form available. Maybe like a good forest. And then on your last turn, I will prestige the good forest. Is that a good forest? Not really, but I think it's better than artificial bacteria, so I'll take it. Might actually just want to prestige the kelp forest. Interesting to think about. You might just want to build a second tritium mine. No, you don't need that. That's excessive. Save your titanium for the CO2 factories, because your heat parameter is abysmal right now. Just like really bad. Start working on this. In fact, double duty on it. Get it done. We have had a Mars quake. I'll deal with that later. We have water import. I'll deal with that right now. Complete you. Take you. 3 science per turn on water. Don't care. 4 support per turn. Don't care. 15 support per turn if temperature isn't horrible. I think that's just going to be a spaceport for me, dog. And then how bad is this repair? 4 power. Easy. 8 water. Never happening. You're going to be broken forever, my guy. 6 silicates? I'll repair that, though. I don't even know what water is. Seagrass? Yeah, sure. And then with you, with the satellite, I'm getting big titanium. You just get in here. Start pumping heat out. Next turn, I can combine living center, or I could found this city that I've been forgetting to explore. So I think I'll probably just, like, build a combined living center. And we'll just explore you for fun. Trade route's not assigned. Should probably work on finishing MarsNet here pretty soon. Let's do like that. No. Let's do like this to clear the project out, and then you can get back to it. New leader. You can't... I'm not even going to look at what Jan does. I cannot turn down how much terraforming parameters my boy Henry Carnegie generates. He is simply too powerful. And then I'll take a bus station that we can put in that city down south, and I'd really like to take you, but everything else I have right now is really good, so instead we're throwing you out. We're at minus 17 support, and I don't need the expansion tiles, but they'd be nice, so I think rather than found a new city, I'm just going to plunk that down. Go here, get comfort of living, and then here is probably where the bacteria spreader will go. And then you're also going to want a bus station in here, huh? Well, alright, fine. What else could we reach based on that? We could go here. It's just another empty tile. But that has value. And then we could go to whatever that is, but I'm going to vent mines instead for terraforming parameters. Especially the heat off of mine venting is going to be really good for starting to advance that. We are probably dangerously close to falling behind on advancing temperature to meet our goals before turn 65. So let's make sure that's actually happening. Give me this, and then I guess do that. What's our math like on this bacteria spreader? We're at 24, we're at 23 next turn. I do want to change the math on that. We go like this and like that, and you'll be at 25. So just trade all your silicates instead of science? No. Trade one tritium, and then trade all your silicates instead of science. That seems really hard to do. We need to do this in 30 turns. We need 90 tritium. And we get 30, but we could get 60 if we just build that second mine. But we have to build them on planet locations, and planet locations are really hard to come by right now. Versus, we just need to find 30 titanium somewhere, and 30 science is drop dead easy. But we'd have to throw out a project to do it. I think you'd throw out MarsNet to do it. It sucks that we put resources into it. But I think this is just going to be easier. And then start working on it. We're going to need to explore for a lot of titanium. No, we're not. We're just going to need to import a titanium per turn. And then you come here. You come 13, 13, 16. You just go here. And then you keep venting your mines. Vent here. We have 1, 2, 3. 3 mines that we can vent. Would really like to have a second satellite at this point. But I don't think that's going to happen. So there's no space for you. There is no more science demand, so we could grab you as speculation. And then turn the rest into science, I guess. Our titanium income is going to be so tight for the next 30 turns, which is basically the end of the game. I think I gotta get spaceports up. I think that's the best way we navigate our way out of this mess, is by just trading more. Atlantic herring or metallodurans? I'm not going to build either. Give me the Atlantic herring because I can turn you into a science. I think at this point I'm fine on atmosphere. I can stop taking gas factories. I'm not fine on trade. I will take a trade route. I need titanium. The only thing this exploration satellite is allowed to look at is titanium. And then, I hate to say it, but you're going to come here. We're never going to found a city there. You're just going to be another trade route. Keep this moving. Atmosphere is at 2. Vent a mine. In 2 turns, we'll be at heat 1. Some trade routes are not assigned. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is true, huh? I gotta save tritium to get this dang spaceport up. So I guess export power, import tritium. And you'll probably go like here or here when you're done. This gets us a free tritium mine and a free nitrates mine eventually. So that's 2 more free trade routes that we could get access to. I think that's going to be quite good. Mine, large asteroid. 25 titanium? I wish. It's possible, actually. It actually is possible. Do I want to do it? Yeah, absolutely. Mine it. We're going to take time off from this, but it's okay. Timing-wise, we're fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Export 1, import 1. Prospect. Only titanium. 7 power, 7 power, 8 power. 7 power. There's no good titanium, dude. That was +4. That's huge. That's half the titanium we need for that. And then can I repair you yet? 4 water? Next turn I can. Am I realistically going to finish this assembly of buildings, or could I just put a development center down? I don't think it's that important when you know you're going to put a 3rd city here. Penguins or sharks? That choice does not matter. I'm feeling so pinched on titanium, though. We got to come up with a solution here relatively fast. I don't think I need any of these. So then take a development center so you can see more projects. That, I'm like, absolutely put it in. If you replace that later, no big loss. No harm, no foul. We don't need to explore titanium this turn. We somehow have enough to fuel that project for 1 more turn. So grab me this gigantic tritium spot. No, don't. It's foolish. Is it? Yeah, it's foolish. Don't do it. Just finish your asteroid, and then finish this asteroid. And then just, like, get on with your life. You're technically an upgrade. I don't think I'm taking any of this, though. Do we have any other Highland that we could abuse for that? We do! Alright, you're getting overwritten for power. We're at 12 tritium. We can run this for 1 more turn somehow. That means if we get really lucky on that tritium deposit and we get 3 of it, we can build a spaceport, and then we start having a... Oh wait, there's titanium up here! And tritium! It's all coming together. So now we go here, we put a spaceport here, we build this mine, it costs titanium. I know, you're like, he's lost his mind. He hasn't lost his mind. Because now we get a free tritium export, which we can use to import titanium. And then we have 2 free trade routes? It's unheard of. Put it back on science. Move the needle on that project. -30 support. I am unafraid. I'll be afraid soon, but currently, right now, I'm unafraid. Give me a bacteria spreader. I do not want a nitrous gas factory. People would be too upset. I do not want, realistically, any of this. Get out. What I do want is titanium to make an android hub to reach his nitrates deposit so I get an extra trade route. But I think that might be a bridge too far right now. Instead, why don't you give me enough water that I could start to think about making a city here. Because I would like to put a city here. I think it's going to be a very good city. Yeah, you finish next turn, and then we have no titanium problems for the rest of the game. Also, I can finally afford to repair you to make people a little happier. I think we're doing okay. I absolutely would. And now I'm like, spaceport or CO2 factory? I think this is more likely. Give me my 25 titanium. And dump all of it into redirecting this meteor. Spend your titanium here wisely. I think a wise spend of your titanium would be a robot hub to go here to build a mine to get an extra nitrates export to get an extra titanium import. I think there's a wisdom to that. I think I would like to import plankton because they advance terraforming parameters. I think I would like to vent a mine. We've improved our heat. I think I would like to pass my turn. I think that I would like none of this. Instead, why don't you expand here? Because I want to get a bacteria spreader down is my actual goal. You know what? Save it. This bacteria spreader is about to fire. It's going to fire, and then we're going to immediately rebuild it. So actually, I do want you to grab this large tritium. I do want you to mine it. And then we're going to spread plants. We can do an alpine forest here. And then we can do a boreal forest like up here later. It just can't survive here. We're going to vent a mine. Continue generating heat. We're going to explore. Even though we're going to run out of titanium, I really want to get this city online because it has a titanium mine. So I think we explore down there. And then finally, on turn 39, we can build a university to get +2 science. Does it matter? Probably not. But we can at least say we did it. Okay, Cloud Seeder, that's not going to help that much. Landing pad, probably not going to help that much. None of these actually probably going to help that much. Just give me a robot hub. And then spread your bacteria. You come here. And then immediately replace it. And then you come here. And then in 5 turns, we'll do the same thing to you. Continue mine venting. And then look at your heat. Your heat is a problem. It's turn 40. You are at heat parameter 1. You have so much time that you need to make up. Which means your oxygen is fine. Head into Patera Junction. Actually, no, your atmosphere is fine. Get rid of this idiot. He should be doing heat instead. And then you're down to 1 titanium? Wait, hang on. Is that bad? No, that's fine. I need you around for 1 more turn, actually. Do not retire yet. I would take another one of you, I guess. But really, like, the most important thing for us to focus on right now is heat. Heat is an issue. So vent this mine. I now permit you to retire. Neither of you do heat. That's bad. But I guess oxygen is good. Like, Jagrev is just support. He's a nice guy, don't get me wrong. But all he does is support. And we do not need support right now. We're actually crushing it on the support front. Never mind. Support is now scary. You're 1 heat per turn for 27 power. You're exactly what I've asked for. And then the rest of you? The rest of you are nothing. Get out. Leave this place. Now where do I put you? You're probably going to go down here somewhere. Explore this. Explore this. That's a nice empty tile where we could put a giant heater. Oh, you're not a city spot at all. You're just elevated. I'm stupid. I need to be here. I'm an idiot. It's not that bad. I just need to explore one more turn. I don't know why I thought this was a city location. The shipwright is probably going to be like a lot worse in that case. If I had to guess. Oops. Whoops. Temperate rainforest? Maybe. Am I going to play Starfield? Am I going to play Starfield? I don't know. Let's find out. Store. Featured. Starfield. Oh, is this the new Bethesda game? Is it like the Skyrim in space? I think I'm... Yeah, I'm not. And it's not because like the game doesn't look interesting. It's because I have trouble making time to play AAA games these days. It's so much game that I'm like, I can't conceivably get through this in any reasonable time frame, whether I'm streaming it or not. There's no disrespect. It looks very neat. I'm just not going to have the time, like, personally, to do it. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Explore here. City. Found. Sure. There's a lot of rocks here, huh? It's a good thing we have power. Why don't you come over here? Just get rid of some of those. What's most important to put down? The giant heater, which we'll do next turn. You're done in 2 turns, that's when you're getting replaced. Could also just give you a bus station right away. So that you could go here to get silicates, and here, so that we could see a dock. Could I be so lucky as to see a dock in my next couple choices? We'll find out. A building action to spread life forms is available. Okay. Well, you do way more for our terraforming parameters, so why don't you get spread here? I'd really love to get another plant spreader up, but the nitrates just aren't happening. And then heat, heat, heat. I need any building that produces heat. None of you produce heat. You're useless to me. You produce heat, you go down. 3 per turn. That's still really bad. It's improving, but it is still really bad. And then what else do you want? You want titanium, as usual. But you don't know where titanium is, so I guess just grab support, because you are minus 41 per turn right now. Heat? Any heat in chat? No. Ocean project, then, because we do still need to finish this. You're going to be done soon. You're going to be done soon. And then we'll have titanium. We are getting 3 titanium per turn. It's just it's getting spent immediately as soon as it comes in. You can go up here. What I should probably be doing is actually importing to see if I can find methanogenium. And switch all of my bacteria spreaders over to that. What are you? Empty tile? I can make use of that. And then I could also, like, I'm at 71 science. I can just put you down. You're basically free. I can still research a project. Anything that costs science, I can actually just kind of put down for free. In fact. So let's play a little smarter. Just a little smarter. Like, not a lot. Okay, support's about to be really bad. Heat. No other heat buildings. Any science buildings? Yes, but not science buildings that are actually going to generate heat. So I will grab a spaceport. It might matter. And then you get replaced. We import. We hope to see methanogenium. We don't. So we spread bacteria. No, you don't need to. Like, atmosphere is already at 3. I honestly think I wait on this bacteria spreader until I see methanogenium. Support is minus 84 per turn. We have like 13, 14 turns to work this problem. Start doing that. Heat. Any heat. No heat. Science building. Dock. Dock gets titanium. Hold on. This is going to murder our support income? Ah, it's not that bad. Sure. So you're done. Let's start putting everything else into ocean projects. You'll be done next turn. Import. None of you are methanogenium. Oxygen is improved. Heat, please. Water, I would take. Complete you. Take the asteroid monument. Put it somewhere where it will make people happy. You're only 2 people. You're only 2 people. But I really do not need schools anymore. So let's get that in there. We're down to minus 60. Improve the oceans. Finish that project next turn. Looking for heat. Find the other pole. I think it has heat in it. It does. Import a life form. Radiodurans are not what I'm looking for, unfortunately. None of this is heat, although... No, because you're done with oxygen and atmosphere. All you need now is water and heat. That's it. Classic bread-making recipe. I think. I haven't actually made bread, disclaimer. View photos? No, I don't want to. Support. We need support. Improve power, titanium, or tritium? Yes, that is support. This is support. This is heat. Enable. Review? What are we going to lose? What regional building goes underwater? Oh, you do. We can't afford the dike either, huh? It's a large tritium mine. We have an exploration action. I really want to dike that this turn so I can make space for that other project, which means we're going to have to spend a ton of power just to get 1 titanium. Dike it. And now what we can do is complete you. And now what we can do is take you. Okay. We have 6 trade routes. Let's get heat production online as fast as possible. Let's get consumer goods production out of here. We need more trade routes. Like, more than anything else, I need trade routes right now. So you're getting destroyed. If I do this, I can make the plant spreader next turn. Do something like that. The plant spreader doesn't matter, but it would be nice to make, I guess, for like support reasons. Do I need anything else in here? No. Send it away. Building, I know it's available. We're not using it. Dark bacteria? That's not the one, but you're getting closer. Heat? Heat. Any other heat? No, but you might... No, I don't have building space for you. There's nowhere I can put you. None of you matter. You have all been measured and found wanting. You also have been measured and been found wanting. I also don't really have a tile for you, huh? Like, I really don't have a tile for you. Let's import. We still have not seen our methanogenium. We don't have enough tritium. Because we're exporting one. We do that. We do this. I don't have tiles for you either. You know what? I don't need this silicate mine. I don't need that silicate mine at all. Sure, make the people happy. And then I want 10 titanium for an android hub. Or 6 for a robot hub. Expand here. Put a second giant heater here. Oh, only once per climate zone. Expand here and put a giant heater there. That's the plan. Do this, and then we have 2 free imports we can use. Do that. Building action to spread life forms available. I know. Don't worry about all that. That's my problem to figure out. You don't do heat. You also don't really do heat. This choice, I don't think matters. We don't have building slots for you to do a trade center. So I guess, like, genetic modification's probably fine. Heat, please. Oceans? I can't hold it. I can't hold the... I would have to throw out artificial magnetic field to do it. But I think I kind of need that radiation protection. Never mind, it can't be more than 5. It's 5 in all 3 of our cities. You are an unnecessary project. I could have read this more closely. I did not. The rest of this, again, don't need it. So here, robot hub, expand, heat, scan, heat, explore. Don't really think it matters. I guess tritium. Still no heat. Throw it out, and then get back to projects. It's unbelievable how much tritium we actually have to support these projects. We are at turn 51. We are basically done except for heat. Heat is all that we need. We're making 4 per turn. I think I actually still need methanogenium in order to hit that timer. I will export a science to import 1 more. No, yeah, I'll do that because I still need so much titanium for these. These should have gone down so much earlier. We got absolutely boned on the amount of tritium that we needed this game, or titanium we needed this game. Complete you, complete you. Your heat. Any other heat? Can I just get like a borehole? Can I please have a borehole project to just generate an enormous amount of heat? No? Okay. Well, this puts us at 80 ocean. If I were to expand here and extract it for oceans, that's oceans done when that project finishes. I do not have the tritium to support that. I can get the tritium to support that. There's +2. And then import titanium, export a little power. We're still just waiting on methanogenium to show up. Your heat. You're getting thrown out. You should get mined, and in fact, why haven't you? And then here, all CO2 factories. That's it. That's all that's going out there. You can explore here just for support. Still no heat. Not enough tritium in stock. How about now? We don't need the water anymore. Heat! That could actually save us. This is also, like, we have no nitrates. Never mind, we're never getting to that. Reset all of this. Spend all of the tritium you have. And then spend all of the silicates you have. And then do your free exports. And import titanium. We are scanning for tritium. We are importing not methanogenium. We are exploring for tritium. Nothing to be done. Oh wait, this is 2 already? Never mind, we're gonna be fine. I think we win in like 3 turns. We're getting so much heat from somewhere. End it. 70 support income? It doesn't matter, I'm leaving soon. You can chase me off this planet, I am gone. 2 regional buildings will be destroyed? Okay, that seems bad. Let's just flood them anyway. We'll deal with the consequences of that later. It was a silicates mine. I don't really care. And I don't... Oh, it was this titanium mine. Or that tritium mine. That should be fine. I did not actually mean to press that button. But, you know, so it goes. 8, 13, 16, 21. I need one more trade route. Just give me like a rocket pad. Never mind. I think we're just going to win at like turn 58. Sure, I'll spread trees. There you go. End turn, clownfish. No trade routes that I can build this turn. Dismiss. End turn. Double resource production. No heat. End turn. I've done my math correctly. Let's close it in case you need it, but this should be enable, and then victory. There we go. Not that bad. But that should be one of the easier paths to do, since prioritizing terraforming is the way you get through the mid-game anyway. But not a bad showing. Take me to main menu.